Welcome everybody back to Boost Emotion, guys, and today we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about Infiniti, brothers. So now they want to give us more rumors about the new Infiniti Q50. And guys, if you've been following this channel for quite a long time, I've been talking about this stuff for years. So now it seems like there's more and more information coming out because the Infiniti lineup is old and decaying. So they have to give us new cars, new vehicles very soon. And honestly, like I said in the past, the future sounds like it's going to be hybrid. So, guys, first thing, shout out to my Boost Motion family. I know you guys have already hit the like button. Thank you guys for your support. And if you're new to the Boost Motion channel, I am Boost Motion. I'm a Nissan Infiniti enthusiast, car enthusiast. I'm also a former owner of Infinitis, but also now I'm an owner of a Mercedes E63S. And finally, I report the news. That's it. So don't shoot the messenger, please, and thank you. So let's jump into this article. It's from Car Scoops. So pretty much the next gen Infiniti may be morphed into an EV and also be sold as a new Nissan Skyline. The new gen Infiniti Q50 could alternatively be sold as a hybrid. The new age Infiniti Q50 is in the works and is tipped to be sold exclusively as an EV from the middle of the decade. It will be sold as a Nissan Skyline in Japan. Now, we already know it's sold as a Nissan Skyline in Japan. That's literally what it is. So they're not saying anything new here. Details about the vehicle are limited and very dependent on reports. What we do know is that Infiniti previewed the new model of the North American dealers at the recent NDA at NADA show along with electric SUV and also developed the Dub QX65. Now these photos that they have up are very old, guys. This is nothing new. This stuff is like from 2019, as they said. Auto News asserts that the new generation Infiniti will take design inspirations from the concept in 2019. The same reports asserts that it will have a new electric powertrain offered all-wheel drive and be manufactured as a company in Mississippi in 2025. Right? Curiously, a separate report from Japan, Best Car Web, speculates that new generation Q50 won't be a BEV, and that will instead be a hybrid. It asserts that the sedan will be equipped with a 1.5 liter 3-liter engine, 1.5 3-liter 3-cylinder engine, work in conjunction with front and rear electric motors, and it could deliver about 201 horsepower, and apparently will be. They gave you some specs here and everything like that. I'm not gonna read that. Best Web has not cited a source of information. It also claims that the new Nissan/Infiniti will produce a crossover variant of the new Skyline/Q50. Regardless of from what the new Q50 takes, it won't be the only new Infiniti model to hit the market in the next coming years. Auto News states that a two-row crossover dubbed QX65 is being developed and that it will be complete in D segment with the crossover-like crossover design. An unnamed dealer said it would serve as a rival to the Lexus RX 350. Now, quickly, I want to just give you guys my quick recap because I've been following this stuff since the inception of it. And I know enough about this freaking platform. First thing, logically, what I said in the past was this, right? Logically, let's be quite honest with you. Logically, in the past, I said that from reading what Nissan and Infiniti want to go towards the future, they said that they want to go with a parallel hybrid system. A parallel hybrid system is pretty much, it will be electric. They still have a gasoline motor, yes. A small displacement gasoline motor. It could be 1.5 to 2-liter motor, right? 2-liter will be too much. Now, though that engine will not power the car. What I mean by that is it is not hooked up to the transmission or the differential or axle or anything. What happens is that motor is used to generate electricity to then they put that electricity into generators and or battery storage, and then that is sent to the electric motors to the front and rear of the vehicle. So technically, it's like driving an electric car because you're electrically driven, but it gets its electronic power source from a gasoline motor. So from what I remember, this is a parallel hybrid system. Only a couple of cars in the last, I would say, 2 decades have been powered this way, but traditionally, we use different hybrid systems that are actually connected to the drivetrain. So this is a different system that I think is actually pretty unique, and if Infiniti could design something like this, it'll be actually pretty cool. Number one, I think there'll be some space saving. Number two, it'll fix a lot of issues with the electric driven system that we're seeing now. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of auto manufacturers now are going with hybrids. Period. There's no more fighting it, guys. This is the future, right? Not for all cars, but for majority of cars. This is where they want to head. And they're trying to go with just straight electrics, but I think is stupid because the infrastructure is not there to be able to sustain the average day person getting an electric vehicle. This is not there. But we can go with hybrid vehicles, which do consume a lot less fuel. And in this case, I like the idea of parallel because, number one, when you go with a parallel hybrid system, the car doesn't need to rev really high. It's generating power at lower RPM, which brings down its carbon footprint. And if it's a small 1.5 liter or whatever liter it is, it don't have to be turbocharged. It's just there to make electricity. That is all. Now, if you have good battery packs and efficient electric motors, on the front or the rear or all-wheel drive, now you're technically driving on electricity, and the engine is only there when the battery storage gets low. So technically, you only really run out of fuel or electricity when you run out of gasoline for the electric motor, and then you'll run out of gasoline for the gas motor, and then you run out of electricity on whatever battery storage. So you can possibly get so much gas, so much mileage out of your car that will be astronomical. Tesla right now is around 300-400 miles to empty on electricity. Just imagine now having a similar battery range on just electric side, right? 300-400, but then you have, let's say, like a 8-gallon gas tank with like a 1.5 liter motor, and that's sipping on fuel. That thing could probably give you, if it was hooked up to the driveline, probably 300 miles. And depending on how much electricity it generates, it's regenerating or topping up the electric charge. So you could probably double, maybe almost quadruple might be too much, triple your gas mileage. Now, for my people who's watching, do I even care about this? Is this fast? I don't care about it unless it's fast. I agree. We like Q50s because they gave us bargains, best bang for its buck. We like the look of it. It's affordable. It's not BMW, Benz, or Audi, so it's on the more expensive side. So will this even be a fast car? I don't know. It depends on what Infiniti may choose to do in the future with it. I technically would really want to know. What would they make a performance model? I would see them possibly doing a front-wheel drive model, to make it a little more cheaper. But then that's more on the Nissan Maxima and Ultima side. I see them doing that on that side for Nissan. But essentially for the luxury Infiniti Q50, I don't know. I really wouldn't know. But seeing where electric motors deliver a lot of torque, especially an all-wheel drive system, I could see the car being pretty quick. But it ain't going to be nothing like a VR30. And it ain't going to be nothing like a 3.7. Shoot. I don't think so. It's just not the same. They're not built the same. It's a completely different platform. Look at, the best example I would like to use is look at the new Corvette E-Ray. It's the first hybrid kind of powered Corvette, and it's all-wheel drive. You can technically drive 8 miles on just electric charge. Look at the new C63 E-Performance or whatever. Same thing. You can drive on full electric power for 8 to 10 miles. And a lot of cars are now trying to implement these type of systems. So what I'm realizing is that we're going into the next day and age. And Q50s really aren't performance cars. So I don't see them pushing hard for this to be a crazy performance car. I don't see it. Now, what I will say is this before I end this. Remember, the new GTR is going to be hybrid. It's going to be a performance hybrid vehicle. So the technology that they use in those cars will trickle down to the other more sustainable cars, or maybe it'll work its way up. They'll start more of the economy level cars and make them hybrid, and then they'll move their way up to the more expensive cars, and then the GTR will just be the performance hybrid freaking beast. Okay? That's just the day and age. This is where we're headed. I don't like it particularly, but it is what it is. So outside of that, guys, you can add me at boostinmotion IG, Facebook, also on boostinmotion@gmail.com. Also, shout out to my boostinmotion family. I know you guys have already hit the like button. Thank you guys for your support. So otherwise than that, guys, I appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Thank you.